Hi, you may see this picture and recognize this face. The name of this book is Martin's Big Words. And as you can see, this book's been well loved. Martin's Big Words, The Life of Martin Luther King Jr. By Doreen, Rappaport, and illustrated by Bryan, Collier. Oh, there's lots of notes at the beginning. They've taken a lot of quotes directly out of books he's written and by speeches that he's had. So this is going to be very good information, reliable. Oh, I like these illustrations. I can already tell. So here, can you see the picture? Right here it says white only. There's 2 drinking fountains. Everywhere in Martin's hometown, he saw signs. White only. Let's see, there we go. His mother said these signs were in all southern cities and towns in the United States. Every time Martin read the words, he felt bad until he remembered what his mother told him. You are as good as anyone. In church, Martin sang hymns. He read from the Bible. He listened to his father preach. Those words made him feel good. When I grow up, I'm going to get big words too. Martin grew up. Oh, look at that nice picture. What an amazing artist this Bryan Collier is. Martin grew up. He became a minister like his father. And he used the big words he had heard as a child from his parents and from the Bible. Everyone can be great. He studied the teachings of Mahatma Gandhi. He learned how the Indian nation in India won freedom without ever firing a gun. Martin said love when others said hate. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. He said together when others said separate. He said peace when others said war. Sooner or later, all the people of the world will have to discover a way to live together. In 1955, on a cold December day in Montgomery, Alabama, Rosa Parks was coming home from work. A white man told her to get up from her seat on the bus so he could sit. She said no, and she was arrested. Montgomery's black citizens learned of her arrest. It made them angry. They decided not to ride the buses until they could sit anywhere they wanted. They were paying for their ticket to get on the bus, just like the white people. They should get to sit where they want to sit. For 381 days, it's more than a year, they walked to work and school and church. They walked in rain and cold and in blistering heat. Martin walked with them and talked with them and sang with them and prayed with them until the white city leaders had to agree that they could sit anywhere they wanted. When the history books are written, someone will say, there lived black people who had the courage to stand up for their rights. In the next 10 years, Black Americans all over the South protested for equal rights. Martin walked with them and talked with them and sang with them and prayed with them. White ministers told them to stop. Mayors and governors and police chiefs and judges ordered them to stop. But they kept on marching. Marching's like when you have a whole parade of people, like lots of people together, working to draw attention to the problem. Wait! For years I have heard the word wait. We have waited more than 340 years for our rights. It's a long time. They were jailed and beaten and murdered, but they kept on marching. Some Black Americans wanted to fight back with their fists. Martin convinced them not to by reminding them the power of love. Love is the key to the problems of the world. It's hard not to get mad, though. I can understand why they felt so angry. Many white Southerners hated and feared Martin's words. They threatened to kill him and his family. His house was bombed. His brother's house was bombed, but he refused to stop. Remember, if I am stopped, this movement will not be stopped because God is with this movement. When they bombed his house, his wife and children were in there, and he was able to forgive, and that takes a lot of courage and strength. The marches continued. More and more Americans listened to Martin's words. He shared his dreams and filled them with hope. I have a dream that one day in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. After 10 years of protests, the lawmakers in Washington voted to end segregation. The white-only signs in the South came down. So black people could shop where they wanted, eat where they wanted, sit where they wanted. Though I don't think it's perfect yet, even still. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. cared about all Americans. He cared about people all over the world, and people all over the world admired him. In 1964, he won the Nobel Peace Prize. He won it because he taught others to fight with words, not fists. Martin went to help people whenever people needed help. Let me read that sentence again. Martin went wherever people needed help. In April 1968, he went to Memphis, Tennessee. He went to help garbage collectors who were on strike. He walked with them and talked with them and sang with them and prayed with them. On his second day there, he was shot. He died. That's how full of hate people were. They were afraid to give rights to other people. That's the end. Martin's big words.